everyone, welcome to another episode of Monday Musing. This is my second time doing it. I'm still testing things out, but I'm actually quite happy to chat with you. And today I want to talk to you about something about getting up early. So this is like a habit that I notice when I interview a lot of very successful, productive, and effective people. They seem to have this thing about getting up early, having the quiet time to whether plan their day or think about things before they get into the busy emailing or calls and so forth. So I know that getting up early, having a great morning routine is a fantastic habit. So I think most of us know about it and heard about it. But the thing is, how to get up early is actually the question. So my Monday musing today is actually talking about that piece. We can talk about morning habits and routine later in different episodes, but I think talking about how to get up early may be a starting point, right? So personally, I noticed that first of all, if you're really tired, so let's say you have a very big week or you have a big party or your kids were sleeping all crazy hours, then to be honest, the chances for you to really get up early, it will be kind of by will force because your body actually needed rest. So your body itself wouldn't tend to wake up early for you. So for me at the moment, I'm in this routine or rhythm that my body actually wakes up at 5:30. And that's great because I open my eyes, look at my watch, it's 5:30. So very little effort is needed. But that being said, there are days when my kids are sleeping weird and when say I'm really tired or I'm not feeling well, I don't get up at 5:30. Then in that case, obviously I may have to set up an alarm if I want to, if I have to push it. But sometimes I let my body rest. So that's up to you what you want to do, where you need. You are the best judge of this. So, but let's say you want to get up early because you got something you want to do and you want to start a habit or routine. Fantastic. So first thing we look at is how did you go to bed the night before? So no brainer, but I still need to remind you because this is one of our downfall. If you didn't go to bed early enough, it's really hard to get up early the next day. So let's just be honest with this. And also, how did you go to bed? So if you have been reading your iPad or watching stuff on your phone or working on a computer, the LED light actually stimulate your eye and your brain and all that stuff. So you won't fall asleep so quickly and it may affect the quality of your sleep. So don't quote me on that. I'm not a scientist on sleep, but I know from experience and reading many articles that that reading using electronic device in bed is not a good thing before you go to bed. So that's just that. Let's just bring it out there. I find it when I put my phone away. So I don't have my phone next to my bedside table anymore. I have it downstairs. For me, it's a game changer. So you may try it because you don't want to. First of all, I don't have notification on to wake me up, but the fact that you have a phone, you tend to fiddle with this and that, your brain's still going. For me, that's a problem. So I leave my phone downstairs, so that really helped. I also find other things to help me go to sleep better is aromatherapy. So I may have room spray, I may have a balm, I may diffuse some oil, whatever suits you. But I find it definitely helps to with aromatherapy in your nighttime routine before you go to bed. So if you go to bed early enough, if you have some good habits around that will help. The other thing is that I love using Fitbit or if you have Apple Watch because I like the vibration in the morning. It helps me to get up without all the noise. So I like that. So it may work for you as well in terms of getting up and also track your sleep quality. So it may also help you to understand why you cannot wake up. And another two habits I wanted to mention is that sometimes it's because when we think about the day ahead, if we're excited about it, we tend to get up quicker and more enthusiastic. If we are dragging into it, obviously not so much. But another thing is, especially in winter, what I find really helpful is that if you want to say work out in the morning or get really quick out of bed and not like dragging on, I tend to find that if you put say your workout clothes or clothes you want to wear really near your bed, that when you get up, you're going to put the clothes on, you can start your day. It seems to help me and other people to get up quicker. So that's one. The second thing, it may be a little bit strange, but it definitely helps for me and other moms. It's to have your kitchen tidy. So the worst thing for me is to get up and knowing I'm going to come to the living room or the kitchen, it is just messy. And you just start the day in a kind of way. I don't know about you. Sometimes impossible, I agree. But if I can, I try to clean up the living room, the kitchen, so things look like we're ready to start a day kind of way before I went bed. So when I get up, when I come downstairs, I'm welcomed by a clean kitchen. And I think that also mentally, there's a lot of things here is mental. So when you feel you're dragging on to come to the kitchen because I need to do dishes, it's not very encouraging, isn't it? So everything I mentioned is about encouraging you to get up to start your day. So try to make it easy for you. If you know there's dirty clothes, there's dirty dishes, it's not very, encouraging, isn't it? So that's something you can do before you go to bed. But another really strange thing I find helpful for me is set the intention. So I have been doing this lately and it just somehow wake me up. And for me, is that set the intention that I'm going to start the day in a fresh, positive way the next day. I kind of have a little prayer before I go to bed, but having an intention that tomorrow will be a wonderful day, a great start. Whatever is gonna come, whatever needs to go. I have this sort of mental preparation or setting intention. For me, somehow it works wonder. It just helped me to get up the next day. It's like I have resolved something and I have prepared something like in advance. So I think a lot of this is about mental thing, about your emotional state that will help you or affect you getting up or going back to bed early. One of the other things I want to mention in this video is about fasting. So a lot of people may have heard about the intermittent fasting. Myself, it's doing 12 hours. I don't do 16 hours because my stomach can't do it. But when I do 12 hours, meaning between 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., I usually don't eat anything. Keep my body a break to rest, and it helps my digestion. It helps a lot of things to work within my body, and obviously I can drink some tea and so forth because I get up at 5:30 as I mentioned, but until 8 I don't eat any food. And I find it also really help for my sleep, like through the night. It just seems to have improved the quality of my sleep, and my body seems to be more ready to wake up. Maybe I'm hungry, I don't know. But I find it also helpful. So I have talked about a bunch of things that can help you to go to bed early or go to bed right, so that you have a better quality of sleep, and then also in return help you to get up early. So you may fancy all these morning habits and all this great stuff, but if you cannot get up early, then your kids or the day has started. You can't really have a wonderful morning routine, do you? So getting up early is quite important, and I thought these are some of these tips that I hope that you will enjoy and try, and see where they work for you. So I mentioned no LED screen, put the phone away, try a Fitbit if that suits you, or if you have the Apple Watch, try to use it. I use the vibration to wake up. Aromatherapy, such as room spray, diffuser, or balms. Fasting, 12-hour fasting works for me. Having clothes you want to wear, whether it's sports clothes or if you want to work out, or you're working from home, so your comfy clothes, but get up to get dressed is kind of important to get out of bed. Have them nearby, tidy up the kitchen the night before. These are all these things, as well as setting an intention the night before, or having a prayer about closing the day and welcome the new one. So things like that may sound very mental, may sound very simple, but actually these are really the things that I do that help me tremendously. So this is my Monday musing for you, and I hope you find them useful or fun. Try out a couple of things. But so anyway, let me know if there's any other topics you want to talk about. I have a bunch of things that I have lined up, but whatever that is useful for you, let me know and see how we go.